Storybook Moments. Children's Storybook Read-Alouds. Please give this video a like if you enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe for new stories. Thank you. Reading aloud to you, Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Dream Tales. Written by Hapka and illustrated by Design Rights International. This story is from the book Disney Bedtime Favorites. Deep in the forest sat a cozy little cottage where the seven dwarfs made their home. Doc, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sleepy, Sneezy, and Bashful lived with Snow White, a princess who had run away from her wicked stepmother. One morning, Snow White got up early and prepared a special breakfast for the dwarfs. The house was filled with the delicious smell of fresh cinnamon porridge. It wasn't long before every last dwarf, even Sleepy, followed his nose from his bed to the breakfast table. "Good morning," Snow White greeted the dwarfs. "Did everyone sleep well?"
"Like a lady," Doc replied. Like a baby." "What about you, princess?"
Snow White shook her head. "I had a bad dream," she admitted. "I dreamed that my stepmother, the wicked queen, was coming to get me."
"Oh no," Happy cried. "If she's coming, you'd better hide." "And quick," Grumpy added. "That queen is trouble, mark my words."
The other dwarfs nodded and looked nervous. Dopey even hid under the table. Snow White laughed. "Why are you hiding?" she exclaimed. "Why, you should know that dreams aren't real. They can't hurt you one bit." She smiled at the dwarfs. "What about all of you? Did you dream about anything last night?" Doc spoke first.
"I dreamed I was giving a speech in front of the entire kingdom."
He shrugged sheepishly.
"And for some reason, I just couldn't make the words come out right."
Happy laughed cheerfully.
"I dreamed about all the things that make me happy."
"Like what?" Snow White asked.
"Yeah, what's there to be so happy about?" Grumpy added.
Happy paused for a moment.
"Friends and work and sunny days and apple dumplings. Well, gosh, I guess all sorts of things," he replied. "Just about everything makes me smile." He giggled. "Why, even my dream made me smile."
Just then a butterfly flew in the open window and landed on Happy's nose. The dwarf smiled.
"Did you dream about butterflies too?" Doc asked.
Snow White laughed.
"As a matter of fact, I did,"
Happy exclaimed.
"Oh, for Pete's sake," Grumpy cried. "Didn't anyone have a bad dream?" "Oh, I had a terrible dream," Sleepy said with a yawn. "I dreamed I was bone tired, but I couldn't fall asleep, no matter how hard I tried. It was awful." "Oh, that is terrible," Happy said. "But today's Sunday. That means you can take a nap later." Sleepy smiled. "I like naps." He ate a spoonful of porridge and then fell asleep in his chair. He fell towards the table and splat! His face hit the bowl of porridge.
"Oh, Sleepy!" Snow White cried. "Are you all right? Maybe you should lie down for a few minutes." Sleepy wiped the porridge off his face and climbed up the ladder into bed. Snow White cleared away Sleepy's bowl. "What about you, Sneezy? Did you remember your dream?"
Achoo! Sneezy sneezed. He sniffed. I dreamt I couldn't stop sneezing."
"Are you sure it was a dream?"
Happy asked. Sneezy sneezed again. Achoo! Then he nodded. "How did you know?" Happy asked. "Well, in my dream I kept sneezing flowers, and every time I sneezed more flowers, they made me sneeze even more," Sneezy said.
"Well, you must be awake now then," Snow White said. "There are no flowers around any more."
Achoo! Sneezy sneezed again. "Nope, no flowers."
Snow White turned to Bashful. "What about you?" she asked. Bashful rubbed his ear.
"Gosh," he said, blushing. I had a dream."
"What was it about?" asked Snow White. Bashful turned a deeper red.
"I dreamed I was a brave prince." He looked down.
"And what else?" Snow White asked.
"I rode into battle and fought a fierce dragon," Bashful said shyly.
Snow White smiled. "That's wonderful."
"Humph!" Grumpy spoke up. "A dragon? I've heard better stories than that."
Bashful looked at the floor. "But it wasn't a story, Grumpy," Snow White said. "It was a dream."
"Bah! Dreams are a bunch of nonsense," Grumpy replied. "I heard you talking in your sleep last night. Last night." Grumpy glared at him.
Snow White smiled and scooped some cinnamon porridge into Grumpy's bowl. "Why don't you tell us about your dream?" she asked gently.
"Well, if you must know," Grumpy grumbled, "I dreamed about a pie, an apple pie, very tasty, and I had it all to myself. No sharing."
"Well, that sounds like a lovely dream," Snow White said.
"Humph!" Grumpy retorted.
"Dopey," Snow White said, "did you dream about anything last night?" Dopey shook his head, looking sheepish. Grumpy rolled his eyes.
"Of course he did," he snapped. "Dopey has the same night every dream," Doc said. Same dream every night."
Happy nodded.
"He dreams he's the wisest ruler ever to sit upon a throne."
"Oh," Snow White said, clapping her hands. "That sounds like a marvelous dream, Dopey." Snow White looked around. "We've been talking all morning," she said. I'd better get Sleepy up, or he'll never sleep tonight. She climbed up the ladder. But when she got to the dwarf's room, the beds were empty. Where could he be? Then she heard someone snoring. She crouched down and peeked under the bed. Sleepy was fast asleep. She shook him gently, and he finally woke up and went downstairs. "Why were you under the bed?" Snow White asked. "Because it was dark under there. Besides, I had the most wonderful dream," he said. "I was sleeping in a warm, cozy bed."
But what about your dream, Princess? Bashful asked quietly. Aren't you scared?
"Not a bit," Snow White replied, "because I know it wasn't real. Some dreams are scary, some are funny, some are nice." She smiled. "But remember, one thing is the same about every dream. They're all just make-believe. They disappear as soon as you wake up."
I think it's time to make this breakfast disappear,
grumbled Grumpy. And that's just what they did. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. For more books read aloud, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you and have a lovely day.